Hi everyone, this is Sean, and this is another video for Sean's toy channel and also for Sean's model builds and toy collections, because you know I have two channels. And I decided that on Wednesdays I will upload a toy themed video to Sean's model builds and toy collections, just to reflect the new expanded content for the channel. So I bought this new shelf at Value Village yesterday for about $6. And you can see I used the Lysol wipes to clean it, and you can see the difference between the clean shelf and the dusty shelf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up on the tripod, because since I intend to hunt for more Visionaries figures, I'm going to need a bigger shelf to put them on, and I can use the shelf that they are currently on for, oh, I don't know, the Eternia Minis perhaps, or something that will stand up straight, maybe some unboxed Star Wars figures or something. Anyway, I'll be right back with the cleaning. Alright, I'm back. So, got the Lysol wipes and clean the other three shelving areas. It's amazing how much of a difference it works. And you'll remember, well, from the Facebook posts anyway, when I used the Lysol wipes to clean the aerator's command base, and now a lot of it's plastic. What I could reach with toothpicks, and the Lysol wipes looks as fresh and clean as the day it was unpackaged, and you can see all the figures on guard here. And I dusted off its shelf as well. Now you can see nice mirror finish on it. So that's what you have to do periodically, is dust and clean your toys. Oh, here's a contrast. Here's the little I don't know, defense missiles for the Air Raiders command base. And you can see how dull they are when they're not cleaned. But look at the surface it didn't get dust. See how bright that is? See how dull that is? So that's where the Lysol wipes will come in. Anyway, back to cleaning the shelf. We'll see if the one Lysol wipe is enough to do it, or if I have to go after it with another one. It's nice when I go to Value Village and I find these shelves, because I can use them for the toys. You don't have to build them, because you know I build 24 scale model cars. I'm not exactly that great in 1-to-1 scale. So when I can find shelves that are already pre-built that I can use for the toys, it saves me a lot of time and effort. I guess that's what they mean about work smart, not hard. I don't know. Alright, so that's that shelf. 2 of the 3, and now we go for the third and final one. Here we go. Now the way it looks, it's weird. I mean, it is a wider base. Just let me experiment with something here. 1 second. Well, I thought it would hold a carded figure, but it's just not deep enough to do that. Alright, so there you go. Lysol wipe did its job. Shelf is all clean. Go with the grain of the wood. There you go. So I will put the what I have of the Visionaries figures on it, and I'll be right back. You know, I wouldn't have believed it, but the cleaning works on the staffs too. You'll see this is Crowdtech's original staff, and it's kind of dull, right? Well, if I clean it with the Lysol wipes and get 30 years of grime off of it, I should, theoretically, be able to restore some of the brightness. There you go. It just takes a certain light to see it, to see the hologram. I don't know if you can ever see it on camera. I can see it by my eye, though. So it is back. It is brighter. So that's good to know. Anyway, you can see the... Oh, got to get back a bit, don't I? Tilt it up. There you go. So that's the intact Cryotech figure sitting up there. And that's the Leoric on the top right that I'm going to need to replace. Because he's a damaged childhood figure, so I have no qualms about replacing a childhood figure with a better version. And in between them, standing up, I will have the Arzon. There you go. And then, of course, you have the guy who's missing almost everything. Weapons, everything. He doesn't even have a staff. So he's going to have to be replaced as well. So that's he'll go on the second shelf. That's the searching for replacement shelf. And that's pretty good. So that's the Visionary shelf for now, the new one, and I can save the other shelf for something more, something different. And while we're on the subject, you can see my Hot Wheels childhood collection shelf here. But because I found those utensil trays from the dollar store so helpful to be used for Hot Wheels cars, I'm going to use them for the, the 1980s cars I've been able to pick up. Blackwall wheel cars, red lines, etc. Now this is from the Silver Chrome series. And there might be a red line in here. There might not be, but they're from the 80s. They're from my childhood, so my childhood era anyway. So that's what I use. So I will open up one of these shelves, set them up, and we'll see how it looks. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. So the first tray is the 1980s cars that I managed to get at the flea markets and or antique shops. For instance, the Pizion, hope I'm pronouncing it right, Pinto. And if you look at it, I think it's a 1975. It's part of the Silver Chrome series. You can see the bottom of the car here. And you have one of the first cars ever produced for Hot Wheels, the Hot Heap. The red line Hot Heap. This one has an actual interior. And of course the white wall Bugatti. And then the other cars, like that's the Woody's wagon. I have two orange ones, but this is my first yellow one. And you can see looks like a Corvette Stingray. There you go. I have several of those already from my childhood collection, but this is a different looking one. And a Jeep and a fire truck. So actually what I'm going to do, I'll leave those in there because these are the newer trucks from the 50 series, 50-year anniversary series. And I'm going to, because they wouldn't quite fit in the trays here, too big. So I'm going to give the trucks, the newer trucks, their own shelf. So set that up and I'll be right back to show you that. All right, so we've got the second truck shelf here. These are mostly from the 50th anniversary series. And I actually had 10 trucks, so I had to fit the 1929 Ford pickup. I had to put it on the top. So let's, I'll take the camera off the tripod for this. Be right back so I can get a closer view. All right, so there's a closer view of the trucks. We'll see if each of them actually lists on the bottom which one they actually are. Well, that one says Sandblaster. Well, Ranchero's actually a car, not a truck, so actually I can put the 29 Ford pickup right on the top shelf. There you go. And this orangish one is, it says 41 Ford pickup. There, you can read that there. Good, there we go. Okay, so now we're identifying the years. This reddish one here, on the bottom it says Chrysler. 78 Dodge. Okay, so we're going forward chronologically, kind of by accident, but there you go. This red and blue one, what does it say on the bottom? Custom Ford Bronco. There we go. And then, of course, you can see the tampo there. It says F-150, but what year? 1997, okay. And then you have, it's kind of a brown truck here. And it says 80s Ford pickup. So actually, if you want to be chronological, you can pretty well put it up there. There you go, if you want to go chronologically. You can sort of see the evolution of the trucks along the way that way. Here we are. Because some of them don't list the actual year that they are. All right, let's take a look at this one. This one is quite a... Well, it says 50 years right on top of it. You can see that there. It has nice painted. This one's made of real metal, unlike the others. And what does it say on the bottom? Volkswagen bus. Of course, it doesn't say what year it is, so I'll put it there. And you have this one with a canopy. If you look close, you can see the Hot Wheels symbol there. So, what does it say? 1979 F-150. Okay. So I'll put it in the middle. There you go. So you can see the difference between a 79 F-150 and a 97 F-150. And then put these other random trucks on the bottom. So there you are. It's probably not the final position of these Hot Wheels cars. They'll probably go in the toy room when I sort it out a bit more, but in the meantime, my DVD movie case makes a nice display setting for both the Hot Wheels die-cast cars and the model cars I've already built. So anyway, that's all for now for this, I guess we'll call it a toy organization video. It'll be a couple weeks before I post it to my toy channel. Anyway, talk to you all later. Bye-bye.